Insurance analytics. Unleash insurance analytics to make smarter decisions. Hi, my name's Andy Nathan. I'm a senior sales partner with Beyond Key. I'm joined here today by Nilesh Jawanjal, who's our senior business analyst, and Abhishek Kushwaha, who's our senior technical lead. Welcome,
Hello.
gentlemen.
Hello,
Thanks,
everyone.
Andy. Hello, gentlemen.
And thank you, everyone who's joining us here today as well to share with us about how to use tools like Power BI, which we're going to demo later on today, to help you make smarter decisions with your insurance organization. That said, just to give you an idea of what we're going to talk about today, for those of you who do have some experience with insurance analytics, that's great. For those of you who don't, we are going to take you and give you some basic information first before we get started. First of all, before we even go too far, we want to give a brief overview of who we are at Beyond Key, giving you an idea of how we could help your organization with insurance analytics. Once we've done that, we then want to talk about the basics of what is insurance analytics to make sure we're on the same page and to give you an idea of how this can be vital to your organization, which leads us to number 3, which is talking about the benefits of using insurance analytics for your organization. Fourth in the agenda today, we're then going to talk about business application use cases. We're going to share with you how 3 different organizations inside the insurance industry have used insurance analytics to help their organization's operations. Fifth, Nilesh will then lead a live insurance analytics demo where he'll take you step by step, showing you what you could do to use different components in Power BI to help your organization understand your data more effectively. Sixth, at the end of the webinar, we are going to do a Q&A as well, which will be led by Abhishek. Now, keep in mind, by the way, we are on Zoom, so don't wait until the end. There's a Q&A section here in Zoom. You could ask questions whenever you want as we continue to go throughout the webinar. In fact, I encourage you to do so because one of the best ways for us to personalize this webinar to help you with your organizations and help you with your needs is for you to ask questions. With that said, let's talk about number 1. Who are we? Beyond Key provides enterprise applications and extended team services, including mobile, AI, machine learning, business intelligence, modern data warehouse, React, Mean, and cloud services. Obviously, a large component of what we're going to talk about is going to cover BI, which is business intelligence for analytics. We have 2 different divisions underneath Beyond Key. The first one is Beyond Intranet, which provides Microsoft 365 services and products, including SharePoint, Power Platform, Dynamics 365, and Azure. Power BI, by the way, is part of the Power Platform, just to give you an idea of where it is. It is a Microsoft-based product. The other division is Beyond Voice. Beyond Voice provides vision and voice text solutions, including chat, voice transcription, NLP, and behavioral analysis. As an organization, we have over 17 plus years of experience, and we work with over 200 plus global clients on an ongoing basis. We have a growing team of over 300 plus team members that we work with, and that number has grown substantially over the past few years. We're recognized globally as one of the top 5 add-in providers on the Microsoft App Source. The Microsoft App Source is similar to the Google Play or Apple App Store. We're also a Microsoft Solutions partner, and we were certified for the 4th year in a row as a great place to work. We recently received our ISO 27001-2013 Information Security Management System certification. This certification ensures that we provide you with the highest level of quality of security for your applications. We also received numerous awards, including the Stevie's 2021 Gold Company of the Year Award from the International Business Awards, the IT Service Provider of the Year Award from Titan, and we received a number of awards from Best in Biz for being the most customer-friendly company of the year. We serve obviously customers in the insurance industry, but we also work with the nonprofit, e-commerce, construction, finance, energy, automotive, manufacturing, healthcare, real estate, logistics, and facility management customers as well, just to name a few key industries. I mentioned before that we work with over 200 plus clients on an ongoing basis. Here are just some of the companies we work with right now around the globe. In regards to today's webinar, before we get started, I just want to repeat one thing I mentioned already. A lot of this webinar is designed to give you an idea of how we can help your organization, However, the best way for us to help your organization is for us to know what you need help with. To that end, please don't feel shy about using the Zoom Q&A as we go throughout this webinar. We would encourage you to ask questions. Let us know how we can help answer those questions and provide you with the information you need. Now, keep in mind, whenever you ask questions, we will be repeating the questions at the end of the webinar. We will take out any private information because we do value security and your data privacy. However, we know that if you have a question, it's very possible that other people have similar questions as well. In addition to that, we know that some people have different learning styles. So whether you're looking for a visual answer in front of you on the Q&A, or you want to have a verbal answer that we can repeat at the end of the webinar, we want to give you an opportunity to learn with the learning style that fits your needs best. With that said, we just want to ask you another question today, which is, what motivated you to attend the insurance analytics webinar today? What was your reason? Are you looking to learn more about how to improve your claims management, increase the number of policyholders that you have, reduce agent turnover, cut down on claim fraud? Maybe you want to automate your processes or just reduce costs. And also improve your license renewal as well. Let us know what's the reason for joining us here today. Just kind of curious. I can see some people are answering. That's awesome. And by the way, for those of you who joined us, I see we have some additional people coming in as we've been talking. That's awesome. Thank you so much for joining us here today. We're really excited to be able to share with you how to use insurance analytics, just going through an idea of what we have right before we get started. And I can see some people are already using the Q&A. That's awesome. Secure new business and client retention. Awesome. Thank you so much. So I can see we have a number of different answers here for what made you to join us. The top one is clearly that a lot of people are looking to automate their processes, and we will definitely talk about how to automate your processes using Power BI. And in addition to that, I see some people also are asking about improving claims management and increasing the number of policyholders. That's definitely some things that we could share with you as we go through the demo. And there's some really cool tools that we have there for those specific needs. So that's great. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate your insights. With that, let's talk about number 2. What is insurance analytics? I wanted to start, before we get into what it is, let's talk about why it's so important today. And this is more an idea of why insurance analytics is vital to any organization in insurance right now. 10% of all claims that are paid by property and casualty insurers are fraudulent. And now this is not limited solely to property and casualty, but this number really stands out when you think about the fact that all the billions of dollars that go into claims right now are fraudulent. That means that there's so many different organizations right now that are looking to pay out claims. And if they have a way of saving 10% of this by knowing what's going on in their organization, they could save billions of dollars and help improve their bottom line. However, it's not just about the claims. It's also about the fact that less people are looking for life insurance right now. Life insurance ownership rates are down 13% over the past decade. So essentially, if there were 100 people who had life insurance a decade ago, 87 of them have it now today. Now, I know it's not that small of a number, but just to give you an idea of how vital it is to make sure that you stay competitive in the marketplace, not only with getting new clients, but also retaining the ones you have in a competitive environment. Having the right information and the right data is crucial to this process. Finally, agent turnover has spiked to 12 to 15% over the past year. Now, this is not limited solely, by the way, to the insurance industry. COVID has definitely put a wrench in a lot of people's plans as they continue to take a look at how to keep employees. But this is something to keep in mind, that more people, more agents are leaving the insurance industry every year, and they're just leaving their company. If you want to be able to spend all this time and money to train agents, to get new clients, to keep the clients that you have and to grow that business, you need to have skilled agents. And if they're leaving your organization after you train them, it's not helping anyone. So when we take a look at insurance analytics, what we're doing is we're taking a look at all this different data figuring out about information about claims, about agents, about policies. And we're helping you improve your decision-making by leveraging all of this data that you see there in front of you. As you can see from the screenshot, if you have all this data and you have a visual way of representing it, it makes it that much more easier to help your organization stay on top of what's going on. And we get this information by integrating this with different third-party and internal sources. So we talked before about how we're going to be sharing a lot about how Microsoft works, because of the fact that Power BI, which is the tool we're going to demo, is a Microsoft tool. And the great thing about using Microsoft is that there's different integrations inside of Microsoft, things like Microsoft Access, or also having Microsoft Azure, that are available to your organization. You also have access to SharePoint and Microsoft. There's the Microsoft 365 suite, as well as MySQL. All of these different data sources are coming in through Microsoft that help your organization. You also have third-party cloud providers that you can connect with as well. So if you want to connect with Google Drive or other Google tools, you could do that. You can connect with QuickBooks, Twilio, and Salesforce. There's on-premise data providers that you can connect with as well. So Teradata, Hadoop, SAP, and Oracle, and IBM. All of these different tools are available. So if you have different sites and you have different tools that you're using right now for your organization, it's definitely possible to integrate them into Microsoft to understand all this information in one central location for Power BI. And it's part of the reason why it's so vital, because with all the things that are going on in the insurance industry, you also have a lot of compliance challenges that you're facing right now as well. So for example, as we've seen in the past few decades, I should say, there's been a lot of changes right now to HIPAA privacy rules, making sure that you're treating all of your all of your policyholders' information private is so vital, because you do receive a lot of healthcare information, especially if you're in life insurance or healthcare insurance. Furthermore, the Dodd-Frank Act has made sure that reporting all this information is that much more vital. You have new changes with the Affordable Care Act, which has continued to change over the last decade, as well as new regulations on data privacy for things like CCPA, which is the California Consumer Protection Act, and GDPR, which is the European version of that. These are changing how we have to make sure we protect data here in the United States and as well overseas. You also have a lot of different state regulations. So any insurance organization knows if you want to have a national organization, you need to have 50 to 51 licenses across the country, because each area, including including DC, has to have their own regulating agency. So that means that there's a lot of things there that you have to understand, and you're integrating all of these different information. What Power BI does is it takes all this information and puts it in one central location. This is part of the reason why it's used by over 90,000 organizations in over 185 countries around the world. It creates live visual dashboards and detailed up-to-date reports. And you could see all this information right there. So if you're getting sales information from Salesforce or Microsoft Dynamics, you can combine that with whatever ERP you're using, where you're tracking all your information, and it can all be visible right here on Power BI. And you could access this information on whatever type of device you want. So for example, if you're on the go and you need to still access your information, you could check this information, which is live information, not stuff that happened a week ago, a month ago, a year ago. This is stuff that's happening live as it's being updated. And you could see it on your smartphone. You could see it on your tablet, or even, of course, on your computer as well. So we've talked about what is insurance analytics. Just to be very clear, the reason why we're so excited about talking about insurance analytics today is because of the different benefits you see here in front of you. Insurance analytics helps with claims management, making sure you're able to understand your claims so you can move faster with those claims. You're also able to reduce claim fraud. We talked before about how 10% of all property and casualty claims are fraudulent. Making sure you reduce that number is crucial to any organization. Furthermore, reducing agent turnover is another huge benefit as well. It used to be about 6 to 8% agent turnover in the insurance industry. Now it's 12 to 15%. If you could reduce that back to what it originally was before the pandemic, you're going to be able to help your organization grow that much faster. Agent license renewal. Another cool thing that we can do is we could actually help you with license renewal. So like if you have all these different requirements for education and different state rules, you want to be able to track all this information in one central location. So you know when everyone has to have their license renewed and what they have to do to complete that. And you can talk about the different steps in there, and you can have it all visible in a Power BI dashboard. The benefit of using this, by the way, is that you're automating a lot of these processes. Keep in mind, a lot of this data gets to flow directly into Power BI. So if you're, again, using a ERP system and you're connecting it to your Power BI dashboard, once this is set up, it could automatically take this information. What most people are doing right now is they put everything into an Excel spreadsheet and then they start manually moving things around. That's why it takes so long to get a lot of these processes completed. This is automating this process so everything's available right there. So you reduce your cost because you're not spending as much on operations for low priority functions. All this information is then sent there so your agents can have, or I'm sorry, your team could have all the information they need right there at their fingers. They have all their information at their fingers to help them do the work that they need to do, and you reduce costs on low priority tasks. So with that said, what are the different use cases? Let's talk about number 4. We have 3 different use cases that we're going to share with you today about how your organization can use insurance analytics to help. The first use case that we want to share with you is for an insurance agency in Seattle. This organization was looking for ways to settle claims faster and more accurately than they were doing before. And the challenge that they had was they weren't figuring out their claims fast enough for their customers. They wanted to make sure they were doing it in a more constructive way. What we did was we created a dashboard to help them track their historical claim performances in a central location. Keep in mind, by the way, if you are using Excel spreadsheets, if you have an ERP, we don't have to start from scratch and then say, hey, now that we have a Power BI dashboard, we could start tracking information. We could take the information that was already there from before, and we could visualize that data. That's one of the great things about Power BI. It's taking what you've already done and then it turns it into visualization. So you now have detailed data and detailed statistics on your organization because you've taken time to put it on an Excel spreadsheet, or you've taken the time to put it on an ERP, and then we can now start to incorporate that into your Power BI dashboard. By creating these visual reports, we're able to help the claims team understand what claims they should process and make sure they were able to do this job a lot faster because everything was there in front of them. And they also had the historical knowledge to know what to do based on previous claims. If you could see, hey, look, out of the last 10 claims that we filed, 3 of them were rejected because of this reason. And you could see there's 1 or 2 claims that you need to reject because of the same reason. Now you know which ones you should deny and which ones you should accept and which ones have to go out to be paid. And you could do this faster because all the information is at your fingertips. At your fingertips, sorry. The second use case that we have available today is for an insurance company in Florida. And this organization was looking to reduce policyholder churn. So as you can imagine, with the number of policyholders down over the past decade, nationally for the insurance industry, reducing policyholder churn is a big deal. It costs 7 times as much money to get a new policyholder as it does to keep a current one. So by keeping the current ones you have, it helps your organization. And the way to do this is by understanding what policyholders will do before they leave your organization, so you know how to stop them when that happens. So think of it this way. You have all this data from your CRM. You have all this data from your payments and your support tickets. If you put all that data in one central location, you're able to see what the trends emerge. So you could say, hey, look, we noticed that some of these clients have left after they reached out to our support ticket system more often. And if all of a sudden they got denied on a claim twice, they left. Or if they reached out to us 3 times in 1 week, that was a good sign that they were not going to come back. What we need to do now is we could use this information and we could share this automatically with agents so they know how to retain the policyholders moving forward. The third and final use case that we have is for an insurance organization in New York. And this organization was also looking for help with claims processing. They had over 70,000 documents that were coming into their claims processing system every single day. That's a lot of documents to go through. And what we did was we took all this information, all this data from these different documents, and we started creating trends. Can everyone see my screen, by the way? Just got a notification that people can now see it. You can put in chat, yes, no. Okay, cool. Thank you. Sorry. So if you could take a look at all the different trends that are going on based on previous claims, and you can take a look at the different insurance products you have, along with relevant demographic details that help you understand what's going on with these trends, the insurer was able to save money because they had the ability to use all this information from these 70,000 documents that were coming in, and they were able to study all these documents to help improve their claims ability. And they were able to say, hey, look, here's what we should do, approve or deny based on the validity of these claims. So with that, we've talked a lot today about what is insurance analytics, what are the benefits, what are the use cases. I want to transfer this over to Nilesh, and he could take over and do a live Power BI demo. Nilesh, you ready?
Yes, thank you, Andy.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nilesh. As Andy said, I'm going to talk you through few examples of dashboard Prebuild by BeyondKey. We need to understand no matter how good the dashboard might be, but if it is delivered slowly, let us say a week or month later, it's needed, it is no good. The dashboards we build are live dashboards, meaning the graphics are changed as soon as there is change in database. The KPIs are based on hypothetical scenario and can be customized as per user requirements. As you can see on left side of your screen, we have different tabs which are hyperlinked to respect to dashboards. For example, if user decides to click on Manager Overview tab, he will be navigated to Manager Overview dashboard. And if you want to go back to home screen, we can quickly click on Home button and you will be rerouted to home page. On the right side of your screen, we have different important KPI cards representing fields like number of claims, claims denied, claims paid, new, assured amount, claim amount, loss ratio, commission value, etc. Next, we have executive summary screen. These set of visuals provide an overview of critical performance indicators for high-level executives. By presenting KPIs in summarized format, executives can quickly assess overall health of their business. Top 2 sections of this page are from claims area, whereas the bottom 2 are from policy or claims agents area. Next, we have claims overview dashboard. On the top of your screen, we have drop downs for user selections with fields like product, status, and claim date. User will have ability to select any of the products and data will be reflected as per user selection. Same, user can also select by status and claim date, like he can select for a particular year, for particular quarter, or for particular month. The first set of metrics includes overall statistics of claims over different parameters like premium amount, claim amount, number of claims, loss ratio. Coming up next is a chart representing number of claims by channel. We can check, for example, whether customers prefer online or other platforms and how these preferences change over time. This is important as it is good to know how our web-based forms are accepted by customer. Moreover, this will have a positive impact on claims process as it removes the need for your claim handler to use valuable time entering data into the system. Moving further, our visuals for claims amount comparison over time. User will have ability to view the claim settlement amount varying over the years. The chart shows an average claim amount paid for selected month across year. In the above chart, if we select any business line, for example, if I select automobile, data will be changed as per user selection. All the data on the dashboard is displayed only for a selected business line. Moving to assured amount by product, visuals show us premium earned for different products. It is important to keep track of LOB which is not performing up to the expectation and what can be done to improve performance. Next is the claim expenses and average date by product. We can clearly see what is the average settlement amount for each business line on a map. We can also view average time taken to settle a claim. Claims settled in target time are shown in green. Claims crossing target time are shown in red, and the ones which are approaching target are shown in amber. Why this is important to track? Because customers expect their claims to be settled quickly and efficiently. Delays can lead to frustration and dissatisfaction. By analyzing claim settlement time, insurance companies can identify areas where delays are occurring and take steps to improve claim settlement process. We can also see how the average settlement differs between regions. It is interesting from fraud detection perspective, as insurance companies lose billions of dollars to insurance frauds. These dashboards also have other interactive features like if I want to see a data for a particular channel, and if I select online, data will change according to that. Also, user will also have ability to drill up this data. Like if I drill down, now we are able to see details quarter wise. It can be drilled down to months and to weeks as well. Next, we have loss ratio. In the insurance world, loss ratio is one indicator of how financially stable an insurance company is. So to maintain a healthy loss ratio is important for insurance companies. Loss ratio between 40 to 60% is considered as healthy loss ratio. Here, we have claim scorecard showing us current year YTD versus last year YTD. YTD means year to date. Claims various for a period selected. Coming up next is claim trend by LOB. In the case of cost increase for particular business line, we can quickly try to discover the reason and how significant this change is. Next is loss ratio over time. This chart shows us how the loss ratio is changing over the years. Earlier, we have established having a healthy loss ratio is important for insurance companies. With the help of these visuals, insurance companies can identify loss ratio performance, and if it is not up to the expectation, they can make data-driven decisions to improve loss ratio. Next is the loss ratio by product. This chart shows us loss ratio by line of business. Analyzing LOB-wise loss ratio enables insurance companies to identify areas of their business that may be more or less profitable. This information can be used to make informed decisions about resource allocation, underwriting practices, pricing, and product development. Next, we have overtime report dashboard. As the name suggests, here we have set of charts showing us how the insurance company is performing over time on important KPIs. Analyzing KPIs over time provides a comprehensive view of insurance company's performance. This helps to evaluate the effectiveness of strategies, processes, and initiatives that have been implemented to improve performance. By comparing current KPIs to historical data, the company can identify areas where performance has improved or declined. On this page, we can see reports dedicated to tracking trends in claims area. We can see major comparisons like claim paid versus denied claims for last 12 months, claim days for average claim days for claim settling change, average claim by product last 12 months, claim amount or number of claims versus time for last 12 months, claim versus premium amount for last 12 months. These comparisons can help insurance companies to improve their overall profits and make data-informed business decisions. Next, we have operational overview dashboard. On the top, user will have ability to select from different drop downs like agent status, agent type, agent state, and billing date. As we established earlier, the data will change as per user selection. This set of dashboards will give top management holistic view of their operations. An operational overview dashboard can help insurance companies to identify areas where processes can be optimized to improve efficiency and reduce cost. Uh, by tracking metrics such as top 5 performing agents, agent premium performance, and customer satisfaction, insurers can identify bottlenecks and areas for improvement. Also, by identifying areas where customer satisfaction is low, insurers can take steps to improve the customer experience and retain customers. Here, we have overall statistics of total policies processed, total premium earned, and commission paid. Here, we have bill premium over trend, showing us quarterly performance of the claim of the insurance company. Moving further, first set of metrics includes top 5 agents by premium, and at bottom, we have top 5 agents by policies. Then is the report representing agents business analysis, showing agents name, number of policies, and premium earned. Coming up next is a geographical representation of active agents across different regions. So the manager can track how many agents are active across different geographies, across different states. Next, we have manager overview. This dashboard is designed to give claim or policy servicing managers one glance view of their team's performance. Often these dashboards are going to be high level. Here on the top of screen, we see high level figures like claims submitted, claims declined, return premium, hit ratio, new business premium, and policy premium. Here, managers can see the average customer satisfaction rating based on the surveys. In case the ratings are lower, managers can take decisions to increase the customer satisfaction, resulting into customer retention. These two KPIs show policies canceled and policies sold in last 12 months. Managers can clearly see how the agent's performance is changing over a period. Next, we have agents hit ratio report. This report shows agent's target versus premium he has earned. This particular amount being his target, and this is the premium he has earned. Agents who have made their targets are marked in green, and the ones who have not are marked in red. We also have visuals representing top 5 performers for last 2 years. This will help to identify consistently performing agents. Next, and the final dashboard we have is agents profile dashboard. An agent's profile dashboard provides a real-time view of critical performance metrics for individual agents, such as policy sales, policy renewals, and pending activities. By monitoring these metrics, agents and their managers can quickly identify areas where performance is lagging and take corrective actions. Here, we have one extra filter for your selection. So we have all the agents which are working this particular team listed here. So if I want to see details for demand, I can quickly click on his name, and I will be able to see data only for demand. Next on the dashboard is policy by status. Here you can see all the policies assigned to you and their status. So the 27% of policies which are assigned to me are in pending status, and you can also see a count of application. Same, next we have a report showing latest customers you have handled. You can see name of the customer, policy billing date, policy status. This is important information from agent's perspective, as They can intimate customers about upcoming billing dates, and the payments will be done on time. We can also track pending activities by referring to this chart. We can see new policies in review and pending status. We can also see renewal policies in renewal status and pending status. It is very important to pay close attention to claim application you are handling. Next report shows us various claims respect like policy number, claim number, type, and date of loss. Right next to claims info, we have visuals for premium earned through various LOBs to track LOB's performance. For example, you can see the premium earned through health line of business was 41 million. For commercial, it was 40 million. Next is a chart showing us list of policies handled within, Next is a chart showing us list of policies handled and detailed information like policy number, type, insured name, and delinquency status. We can also see when is the policy is supposed to be renewed, showing the information in weekly interval. Here, the delinquent customers are the ones who are short on payments. So insurance agent can inform them about potential cancellation and help return customers. That's it from my side. Thank you for your time.
So if anyone has questions, I see we have a few that have already come in. If anyone also has questions, please let us know. Abhishek, the first question I have here is someone asking this. So they have, can this help with any insurance company? We run a niche insurance agency that covers a specific area and want to ensure the analytics is not restricted to traditional branches like P&C or life.
Yeah. So actually, is this insurance analytics actually provide you to take the decisions based on the data and based on the information. It is not restricted to any branch. It would help, means it can be integrated all the branches and come on the one platform, so that you can just see the data of all that branches into the one scene, and you can also compare that data with the historical data, and that information will help you to make the correct decision for your business.
Okay, awesome. Next question is, how far can you drill down to get specific data using Power BI? So like, they're looking at like some of how you were looking at different agents, it looks like. So they want to know like, how can you showcase like to find different policies by different clients? Can you find specific KPIs for each sale using Power BI as well?
Yeah. So what happened, as you have seen in the Nilesh demo, that Nilesh was means at one point Nilesh was just drilled down the year into the quarter and quarter into the month. So these types of drill down feature is provided by the Power BI, and you can drill all that things with the means from one KPI to another KPI. Power BI also having the capability, and it also using some AI visual. So in that visual, you can just use means they using the natural language, so that whatever question you have, so that you can just ask the question, and it would be provide that thing into the number. Suppose you want to just ask, okay, what is the average revenue, how much claim in the January month, how much claim in the February month. So all that type of question you can just ask to that visual, and it would be give you the answer. So yeah, so all that things would also be available into the Power BI.
Okay, awesome. So next question is one for me. Someone asked, is there going to be recording? The answer is yes, we are recording this webinar. So there should be recording. Generally, we have it available on our website in about a week after we start the after the webinar, but we will have a webinar recording. So thank you very much for asking that. So I didn't mention it earlier. Next question is for Abhishek. Is there a limit to how much policy and claim data you could add to Power BI? I think they're talking about like data limits.
Yeah. So actually, this is a very general question. In terms of the insurance industry, actually, in terms of the insurance industry, means there is a lot of data would be there. So Power BI, if you are talking in terms of the Power BI, so Power BI means coming into the three type of different licenses: Pro user license, premium user license, and premium tenant. So if you are talking about the capacity of the Pro user license, so in that you can just load the 1 GB data at a one time, and premium per user license, you can just load the 10 GB data, and for the premium tenant, it is unlimited. And if you are talking about the Tableau, so in case of the Tableau, there is a unlimited for the basic versions also. So these are the uh, limitation capacity of these tools.
Okay, awesome. So I have one last question here. If anyone still has any questions, we do have some more time for questions, but the last question I have right now is how can we improve our customer service using Power BI?
Yeah. So means if you're talking about the customer services, so means not regarding the Power BI. If you are going to create these types of dashboards and report, so so what happened nowadays with the insurance industry, that insurance are means already using various solutions which is actually exist 5 years back. So at that moment, the visualization is not come into the picture in that way. So still they are using that pouring Excel sheets and that tabular data. So the data is coming into a magnitude or in a detailed format. So you have to be convert the data into the information. It is a very tedious task. So to improve the customer service means it would give you all that data into the graphs and charts format, so that you have to be just take all that things and you can get the better decision or the customer services, means where you are lacking, and also that you can just provide or better your customer services based on that information.
Okay, awesome. Uh, Thank you so much, Abhishek. I don't
Thanks,
see any more
Sanjay.
questions coming through. I appreciate it. And then also for everyone here today, thank you so much for joining us. We understand that this is a 1 hour webinar. I know we're a little bit actually below that, but we understand that this is not the end all to your journey on how to use insurance analytics. If you're looking to kickstart your operations with your organization, please join us and we do a free 1 hour consultation with your team and share with you how to use Kickstart or how to use insurance analytics for your specific organization. Reach out to us. I just sent the email contact@beyondkey.com. I put it in the chat. Feel free to use that information to email us to set up the free consultation today. With that said, thank you so much for joining us as well. We really do appreciate having you on the call. We do have upcoming webinars as well, and we'll definitely let you know when they come out as they come up. But thank you so much. Have a great day.